Raul Francisco Martinez Malo Jr., August 7, 1965 to December 8, 2025, was an American vocalist, songwriter, guitarist, and record producer, best known as a frontman and principal songwriter for the country group the Mavericks. He co-wrote many of their notable singles and also penned Rick Trevino's 2003 hit In My Dreams. Following the Mavericks' breakup in the early 2000s, Malo embarked on a solo career, while also joining the supergroup Los Super 7 beginning in 2001. The Mavericks reunited in 2012, returning to an active touring schedule, and in 2015, the band earned the Americana Music Award for Duo Group of the Year. Raul Malo, a legacy of awards, success, and a life lived quietly. Raul Malo, beloved Cuban-American vocalist, songwriter, and the unmistakable voice behind the Mavericks, left a lasting imprint on country, Americana, and Latin music. He passed away on December 8, 2025, at age 60 after battling colon cancer. Renowned for his warm, soaring baritone and his adventurous blend of Tex-Mex, rock, soul, and traditional country, Malo shaped the musical landscape for more than 30 years. Awards and honors. Malo's impact reached across genres, earning accolades for both his solo achievements and his influential work with the Mavericks. As the driving creative force behind signature songs such as All You Ever Do Is Bring Me Down, Dance the Night Away, and Here Comes the Rain, he helped the band collect an impressive list of distinctions. Grammy Awards. Malo shared in several Grammy victories with the Mavericks, including the 1996 award for Best Country Performance by a Duo or Group with vocal for Here Comes the Rain. The group also earned a 2018 Grammy for their album Brand New Day in the Americana category. His involvement with Los Super 7 added another Grammy nomination to his resume. Country Music Association, CMA, Awards. The Mavericks earned back-to-back CMA Vocal Group of the Year honors in 1995 and 1996, firmly establishing their prominence in Nashville. Academy of Country Music, ACM, Awards. Across their career, the band collected 3 ACM Awards, celebrating their seamless integration of Latin and country elements. Americana Music Association recognitions. In 2015, the Mavericks won Duo Group of the Year, while Malo received a Lifetime Achievement Award celebrating his 35-year contribution to Nashville's evolving sound. The group also earned the Trailblazer Award in 2021. BMI Songwriting Honors. Malo received a BMI Award for crafting the band's breakout hit, All You Ever Do Is Bring Me Down. Other distinctions. Before his passing, Malo had been set to receive the National Music Council's American Eagle Award in 2026. Beyond accolades, he was a dedicated advocate for music education and for preserving multilingual American musical traditions. Collectively, these honors recognize not only his extraordinary vocal range, often compared to Roy Orbison and Dean Martin, but also his ability to unite diverse musical cultures. Net worth. At the time of his death, Raul Malo's estimated net worth stood at roughly $10 million, according to Celebrity Net Worth and contemporary reports. His earnings came from a long, multifaceted career, album sales, including the Mavericks' 1994 platinum album What a Crying Shame, extensive global touring, songwriting royalties, collaborative work, and production credits. His solo albums, such as Lucky One, which received a Grammy nomination, further contributed to his financial stability. Even during the Mavericks' early 2000s hiatus, and through their 2012 reunion, and continued success with projects like the 2024 album Moon and Stars, Malo maintained a steady income. Despite his success, he was known for living comfortably yet without excess, placing family and creativity above lavish spending. Houses. In terms of housing, Nashville served as his primary home for most of his adult life. He lived there with his wife of 34 years, Betty, and their 3 sons, Dino, Victor, and Max, before relocating to Houston in late 2025 for medical treatment. While no public records detail the exact value or number of properties he owned, his long residency in Music City suggests he lived in a family-focused neighborhood such as East Nashville or Green Hills, areas popular among artists for their community charm and accessibility. Although he grew up in Miami, no evidence indicates he maintained property there later in life. A devoted family man, Raul Malo's private life centered deeply on his family, whom he often described as his greatest source of purpose and encouragement. He married Betty Malo, née Wills, in 1992, beginning a 34-year partnership that lasted until his passing. The two met in Miami during Malo's early musical pursuits and built a life that balanced the chaos of touring with moments of peaceful, home-centered joy. Betty, steadfast, supportive, and occasionally involved in creative work, appeared frequently in Malo's online posts, where he referred to her as his anchor through every triumph and setback. Together, they raised 3 sons, Dino, Victor, and Max, after settling in Nashville in the early 2000s. Fatherhood became one of Malo's most cherished roles, inspiring countless stories woven into his songwriting, family road trips, impromptu backyard barbecues, and teaching his boys to play guitar. In a 2023 NPR interview, he spoke candidly about the challenge of balancing the Mavericks' non-stop touring schedule with family life, saying, "Music takes you everywhere, but home is where the heart sings the loudest." Although the family temporarily relocated to Houston in late 2025 for Malo's medical care, Nashville continued to be their emotional home base. Malo also maintained close ties with extended family, including siblings and his elderly parents, honoring his Cuban heritage through bilingual songs and cultural traditions such as lively holiday conga lines. Outside of family, he cultivated deep friendships within the music world, calling members of Los Lobos and Rick Trevino brothers. Known for his contagious enthusiasm, he frequently hosted jam sessions at home and mentored younger musicians, always emphasizing compassion, generosity, and cultural pride. Despite being in the public eye, he avoided lavish displays of wealth, preferring simple pleasures like fishing trips and collecting vintage vinyl. The illness, a public battle fought with grace. Malo's struggle with cancer became one of the most heartfelt and courageous chapters of his life, one he chose to share openly to uplift others facing similar trials. In June 2024, only hours before headlining the Syracuse Jazz Fest, he revealed on Instagram that he had been diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. Doctors found malignant spots in his digestive system during a routine exam, which led to immediate surgeries, one to remove a liver tumor and another on his colon. Despite the daunting journey ahead, Malo pressed on with chemotherapy and radiation treatments, vowing to continue performing whenever possible. His first public message urged fans to find kindness and empathy out there wherever you can, framing his diagnosis as another unpredictable verse in life's larger song. For more than a year, he balanced taxing medical treatments with the Mavericks' demanding commitments, including the release of their 2024 album Moon and Stars and a run of international tour dates. He kept fans updated with honest, often humorous posts, posing in hospital gowns or expressing gratitude for letters, cards, and messages that carried us through the hell. In an April 2025 appearance on NPR's Here and Now, he admitted the emotional strain, but celebrated small wins, such as finishing vocal tracks for upcoming recordings. By September 2025, the disease had advanced to leptomeningeal disease, LMD, a rare and devastating condition in which cancer spreads to the membrane surrounding the brain and spinal cord. This development forced the cancellation of several remaining shows, including a highly anticipated residency at the Ryman Auditorium. Malo delivered the somber news on Instagram, writing, "This is the toughest update yet, but I'm still here, still fighting." His hospital stays increased throughout November and December, ultimately preventing him from attending a planned tribute concert in Nashville. Instead, he sent a heartfelt letter accepting the National Music Council's American Eagle Award, reflecting, "Music has been a guiding force of my entire life, carrying me from my Cuban-American childhood to stages across the world." Throughout this ordeal, Betty offered candid, uplifting glimpses into their shared journey, posting in early December 2025 about how fan messages had become their songs, sustaining them through what she described as the hell we are living in. Even better than, Malo stayed connected with loved ones through video calls and continued mapping out future duets, refusing to let illness extinguish his optimism, cause of death and enduring light. Raul Malo passed away on December 8th, 2025, at age 60 in Houston, Texas, with Betty and their sons by his side. His death resulted from complications of colon cancer, specifically its progression into leptomeningeal disease, as confirmed by the family and the Mavericks. The loss came only days after the band's emotional tribute performances at the Ryman Auditorium, where artists such as Rodney Crowell and Steve Earle honored his legacy. Malo's absence was deeply felt, yet his presence was celebrated in every note. In a collective statement, the Mavericks mourned the loss of their force of human nature, while Betty wrote a deeply moving message. He was called to another gig, this time in the sky, and he's flying high like an eagle. No one embodied life and love the way our beloved Raul did. As of December 9th, funeral arrangements were still being finalized, with a public memorial expected to take place in Nashville. Malo's personal story and struggle with illness highlight a man who loved wholeheartedly, faced darkness with bravery, and used music as both a bridge and a beacon. His lasting message, echoed by fellow musicians and fans alike, urges us to cherish every moment. Beyond his remarkable recordings and performances, he leaves behind a profound legacy built on tenderness, resilience, and joy. Thank you for watching. For more content like this, subscribe and click on the bell notification.